Hi, my name is Julia Ocoma. I'm from grade 11 of the senior high school, and I'm an OBE scholar. When I got the acceptance letter to the Ateneo, there was no scholarship yet because the email arrived late. So when we got that, I was so happy, but at the same time, I had reservations. Because, oh no, my parents are gonna have to spend around 200,000 just for tuition, without the miscellaneous, without the living alone expenses. But then the scholarship arrived after around 2 days, and I vividly remember how happy I was. I vividly remember how happy my parents were, because at least now it's like such a sigh of relief that I won't have to think of my parents having to work more hours or having to cut costs and expenses because they'd have to pay for my tuition. It's very empowering, really, to be one of the first senior high school female students, because essentially it's like you showing the grade 10 students from last year what females can do or who females are, because most of them are just alienated to the idea of having females. Like, they don't know how to talk to us and things like that, or some people even go to extents of underestimating females. But then it came out that, oh, in the class, I'm like one of the people who got really high grades and who was able to show that women can do these things, that we can lead, we can debate, we can get really high grades, things like that. So it's really empowering, really, to be part of that minority. We're like less than 200 students, less than 200 females in the Ateneo Senior High School. And I'm excited for more females to come next year. Apart from being a student, I'm an active debater. I am the class president of my class. I am the newly elected ACO vice president, and I was the batch project head of the promenade of the first ever co-ed senior high school. I mean, it's the first prom of the ASHS, right? It's the first co-ed prom. So I really felt that pressure of having to have that benchmark for all the other proms. And as the first female batch project head, it wasn't that easy because some people kinda underestimated it. But then, through the help of my team, we were able to adjust to that, and we were able to have a really, really successful prom. I'm just so happy about it. My coaches said that the Cambridge Schools British Parliamentary competition was the biggest and the farthest competition that the Ateneo debaters have joined in for its 20 years of existence. So as the first girl, as the first female in the batch of Ateneo debaters to be able to reach the semifinals and the grand finals, because in the semifinals we pushed through, we were part of the top 2 teams who got to the grands. So just imagine the joy that we had that time, because out of the 52 teams all over the world, we were part of the top 4. We didn't get the championship, but it's okay. I mean, like, we were so grateful, we were so happy. And I think that would be one of the highlights of my debate career. I'm not really sure because I want everything. Oh no! Like, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a businesswoman, a philanthropist, a humanitarian, a diplomat. Like, I love international relations. And I don't know, I want to be like, you know, one of those people in Doctors Without Borders, those people who go to Syria to help, things like that. So I'm just really, really ambitious as of now, and I'm still trying to gauge my choices. I think what inspires me is the idea that I have to achieve my potentials so that I could help other people more. It's more of like, I can't give what I do not have. So I first have to fully develop myself and as much as possible push myself to my limits to know what I can do. So that once I know what I can do, that's when I could extend myself more and be able to help more people to the best of my capabilities. Among all the Ignatian values, I think that the most ingrained value that I have as of now is really men and women for others. I think that that phrase, in and of itself, allows me to align my goals, align what I want in life to whatever the world needs as of now. So I saw this line in the Ignatian book. Your vocation or your calling is the intersection between what you want or your greatest desire and the greatest need of the world. So that intersection is important because it also takes into account the idea that you have to look at the peripheries. You have to look at the struggles of other people and you have to be there for them. That's why it's men and women for others. So if I'm gonna talk about my greatest takeaway, I think that it's service really. It's really being selfless enough to be able to give up your time, give up your effort, give up your financial costs, for example, to be able to help other people. Because there is a certain fulfillment when you get to help other people. I think that's what keeps me going. I'd like to say thank you to the Order of the Blue Eagles donors. Thank you very much for picking me as your scholar. I'm really grateful, and I want you to know that it was all worth it. Hi, again, I'm Julia Ocoma, and I am an OBE scholar, and I'm inviting everyone to support the Order of the Blue Eagles Scholarship Fund because I think that it's one of the best things that has happened to me in my entire life. Like, if you look at everything else, all the highlights of my life, I think that this experience of being your scholar has been one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me and to my family, and I'm really grateful for that. Please support the scholarship fund, support the OBE scholars because it's really worth it. I tell you that these people that you're picking are really working hard and are really we are doing our best so that you guys would have your share or your action of giving back, something that's very worthwhile and something that really translates into reality, translates into something good through the scholars that you pick. So thank you very much, and I hope you support me.